Good day. I am Gideon A. Ramos Jr. and I will be demonstrating the 7 one-pace techniques using triangular bandage.
The first technique is the head topside technique. So the possible injury in this scenario is that the victim has an abrasion injury on the top of his head. So we can use sterile gauze bandage to cover up the wound, but since we don't have one, we have to be resourceful. I have here an handkerchief, a clean handkerchief to cover the wound, and we use triangular bandage. So we fold the base of the triangular bandage for about 1 to 2 inches, and then we cover up the injury. Now we place the base on his forehead and always apply compression on the wound so it will not bleed. Then we cross over, then pull the apex to apply more compression. After I cross over here, I perform a knot, right over left, then left over right, then hide the excess of the triangular bandage. So nakalitaw yung apex here, so you pull the apex, then fold it and hide it. So talikod. So ayan yung itsura ng head topside technique. So this is the head topside technique. The second technique is the ARMSLING technique. In this situation, the possible injury is the victim has an injury on his arm or a broken arm. So we place the tip of the triangular bandage to his elbow and align the right side of the bandage to his left shoulder. So sa ilalim ng kanyang elbow. So tatanungin natin kung ano ba yung prefer na angle ng ating victim, kung 45 degrees or just 90 degrees. So we pulled the base, so we have 3 ends on the back. So we knot the left and the right of the triangular bandage. So right over left and left over right. So dito medyo kinapos ako sa tip ng triangular bandage, kaya tinanggal ko muna at medyo hinabaan ko para magkaroon ng tatalian dun sa apex. So yan, right over left and left over right. So kapag meron ng excess is pwede na nating itali yung apex. So make sure na hindi natin nasasaktan yung biktima, kasi possible na bali yung kanyang buto or ano pa man. So here is the armsling technique. So the third technique is the underarmsling technique. So magkaparehas lang siya ni armsling technique. So dito sa underarmsling technique is ilalagay natin yung side ng ating triangular bandage sa underarm, sa kilikili ng ating biktima. So kapag ayaw ng biktima na masaktan yung kanyang shoulder, or ang possible na injury dito is broken collarbone, so ang magagawa natin dito is the underarmsling technique. So we put the apex on the area of his elbow, then fold again just like the armsling technique. So instead na sa etong part na to is sa ibabaw ng balikat, is sa ilalim ng kilikili natin ilalagay. And then we create a knot. Pagbubuholin lang natin tong dalawang to, so wag natin kalilimutan, right over left, then left over right. Ayan. So we just perform the underarmsling technique. So huwag natin kakalimutan na laging itago yung excess. Ayan. So we twist the apex. Pagka twist natin, i-hide natin, itago lang natin yan, so para malinis tingnan yung ating gawa. So this is the underarmsling technique. So the fourth technique is the chest or back technique. So if the victim has a wound on his chest, we should perform the chest or back technique. So if I place the apex here, the wound is in his right chest. So if the wound is in left, we place the apex here. So kapag sa likod naman, kapag nasa kaliwa yung sugat, isilalagay natin yung apex dito. So kapag naman sa right, isilalagay natin dyan. So in this situation, in this scenario, the victim has a wound on his chest. So dito natin ilalagay yung ating apex. So we perform chest or back technique. But first, lagay natin yung panyo or kahit anong bandage na makakapag-prevent sa pag-bleed ng wound. So ask the victim to apply compression on the wound or to hold the handkerchief while performing the chest or back technique. So ilagay natin yung apex dyan. So pantayin lang natin yung base, then fold our base just right above his chest. So always apply compression. So ask again the victim to hold or to apply compression, then lagay natin yung left and right side of the triangular bandage sa likod, and also fold this. Then we have 3 ends on the back. So to show you, so we have 3 ends here. So we have to apply knot on both ends of the triangular bandage, right over left and left over right. So meron matitirang mahaba dyan, then yung mahaba na yun is buhol natin. So huwag natin kakalimutan yung right over left, then left over right. So tago lang natin yung excess, linisin natin yung ating triangular bandage. So harap na tayo. So ito yung ating chest or back technique. So always apply compression palagi habang pine-perform to. So yan, apply compression. So here is the chest or back technique. So the fifth technique is the burn face technique. So kapag nasunog yung mukha ng ating biktima, is perform natin yung burn face technique. So create natin ng knot. So ilalagay natin yan sa mukha ng ating biktima. So tatandaan lang natin na huwag tayong mag-a-apply ng compression kapag nasunog yung skin ng ating biktima. So we cut the triangular bandage parallel to the eyes, the nose, and the mouth of the victim. So lalagay na natin. Pagkalagay natin is meron na dapat tayong butas-butas. So ask our victim to put 2 fingers below his chin para hindi lumapat yung ating triangular bandage sa kanyang muka. So we pulled the base of the triangular bandage below, just above below his chin. So lagi natin tatandaan na do not apply compression on the face. So cross over, then knot. Lagi natin tatandaan yung right over left, then left over right. So hide the excess of the triangular bandage. Ayusin lang natin. So loosen up the triangular bandage para hindi lumapat sa mukha. So the second to the last technique is the lacerated back of the head. So the possible injury in this kind of situation is there is a wound on the back of the head of the victim. Meron siyang hiwa or nahiwa yung kanyang back of the head. So we apply compression. So ask the victim to apply compression while you prepare the triangular bandage. So create a knot on the apex. Parang katulad lang ito ng burn face technique. So dito naman is sa likod natin ilalagay. So place the apex on the top of his head. Then lagi tayong mag-apply ng compression. So ask our victim, or kung hindi niya kaya is mag-request tayo ng kung sino mang available dyan. So we pulled the base of the triangular bandage dyan lang sa may medyo part ng batok niya. So we perform crossover, then on the visible area we apply the knot. So wag natin kakalimutan, right over left, left over right. Ginagawa natin to para ma-perform natin yung quick release, para madali natin tanggalin yung knot natin. So itago natin yung excess part. Then to apply more compression is twist the top of the apex, then hide it. So meron ng compression yun. Tapos yung compression pa na nilalagay ng kamay ng victim. So ito yung lacerated back of the head. So request natin sa biktima na humarap. So ito yung itsura ng lacerated back of the head. So the last technique of the open face techniques is the hand or foot. So it is important for the victim to be comfortable to his position. So kapag nasunog yung kamay ng ating biktima, is perform natin yung hand or foot technique. So we place the triangular bandage below his hand. So mahalaga dito na hindi natin i-apply yung compression sa skin ng biktima. So ginagawa natin to para hindi ma-infection yung nasunog na kamay. So merong A, B, C na position ng kamay. So piliin natin yung C. Tapos hindi dapat dikit-dikit yung daliri ng biktima, para magamit niya yung kamay niya sa pagpulot ng tubig, sa pagbukas ng doorknob. So magagamit niya yung kamay niya. So we pulled the two sides of the triangular bandage. Just always remember na burned face ito. So burned hand rather. So we do not apply compression, and dapat loose yung ating triangular bandage. Then after we cross over here, we apply knot. So right over left, right over left, then left over right. So wag natin hihilahin tong apex kasi mag-apply ng compression yan. So yan na ang hand or foot technique.